From broken jaws
Dustin,
Are you out of your fucking mind?
to legends
Golf
throwing
swings
punches,
turn into punches. Kevin thinks the group in the lead may have been moving too slowly.
these are the 10 craziest fights in golf history. Number 10, Two Eagles Golf Course Brawl. The incident occurred in April 2025 at the Two Eagles Golf Course in Kelowna, Canada, when a peaceful Monday Night League game became a literal UFC arena. These two groups were on the 18th hole, and one group of golfers, especially the man in the white shirt, was moving too slowly and frustrated the other group. The guy in the blue shirt had had enough and began hitting balls ahead of the slower group. That led to an inevitable argument between the groups, which quickly escalated into a physical fistfight. With so many punches thrown at each other, the man in white lost both his shirt and his jaw, which got broken by a sucker punch delivered by the blue shirt guy. The fight lasted a whopping 2 minutes, until finally, the bystanders decided to drop the popcorn and intervene to stop the brawl immediately. Serves them right. Now let's move on to the next fight. Number 9, Keegan Bradley versus Miguel Angel Jimenez. The Keegan Bradley versus Miguel Angel Jimenez altercation happened during the final hole of the 2015 WGC Cadillac match play at TPC Harding Park. Things became heated when Bradley's ball landed near a restraining fence, resulting in him taking a relief. Then his ball ended up on a cart path, which once again caused him to take a relief. Jimenez, on the other hand, was leading by 1 hole. Unfortunately, he decided to intervene and advised Bradley to take 2 club lengths for the drop. But Bradley's caddy, Stephen Hale, didn't like it at all, resulting in him having a heated argument with Jimenez. Jimenez, in a fit of rage, told Hale to shut up, and that only led to Bradley confronting him to defend his caddy by saying, "Don't tell him to shut up." The argument was definitely one of a kind, but in the end, Jimenez won the match, and Bradley eventually expressed his regret for his reaction. Crazy, right? Wait till you see the next one. Number 8, Rory McIlroy confronts Heckler. During a practice round at the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass, Rory McIlroy faced a very disrespectful Heckler. After Rory hit his first tee shot into the water, the Heckler shouted, saying, "Just like 2011 at August," a painful reminder of his meltdown. But instead of ignoring this harsh comment, McIlroy decided to approach the Heckler and casually ask for his phone. The heckling fan was flabbergasted by Rory's reaction and surprisingly handed over his phone to him. McIlroy took the phone and simply walked away with it in pure silence. The heckler eventually got his phone back, but was also removed from the fairway. Now that is one way to silence your enemies. Number 7, Dustin Johnson versus Brooks Koepka. Two close friends, Dustin Johnson and Brooks Koepka, somehow nearly came to blows at the 2018 Ryder Cup after the loss of the U.S. team. The incident happened in the European team room when pressure got the better of these two players. Witnesses even claimed that Koepka threatened to flatten Johnson. It's believed their fight was related to what happened on the flight to France, possibly involving Johnson's fiancée. But despite the massive drama, Koepka later denied any fight, calling Johnson one of his best friends and dismissing the reports as exaggerated. So, did they actually fight? Or is it all just rumors? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Number 6, fist fight on fairway. This video was shot by a golfer from a pretty good angle, capturing the moments when a fight erupted at the Colorado golf course. In the clip, you can see how two golfers, one in a pink shirt and the other in a blue shirt, boxed each other. Once they cool down, they immediately shake hands. Now that's a sudden change of mood, which worsens in the first play thanks to slow play. But still, it's good to see them make up with each other so quickly. If you're loving these crazy fights, don't forget to hit that like button and hit subscribe for more similar content in the future. Number 5, Jane Blalock sues LPGA. Jane Blalock's lawsuit against the one and only LPGA is a true sensation for the entire golf community. In 1972, Blalock was accused of cheating, as she had allegedly incorrectly marked her ball during the Bluegrass Invitational. The LPGA not only fined her, but also suspended her for an entire year. This infuriated Blalock and totally denied all the allegations, while filing a $500 million antitrust lawsuit against the LPGA. She claimed the suspension was an illegal act just to remove a strong competitor from the tour. In 1973, Blalock's suspension was declared unjustified, and she was thankfully allowed to keep playing during the lawsuit. And finally, in 1974, she was awarded her damages. Not everyone has a happy ending like her, especially not in this next one. Number 4. Tiger Woods versus Steve Williams. Who would have thought the strongest bond between Tiger Woods and his caddy, or should I say ex-caddy Steve Williams, would also break someday, and in the most ruthless way possible. Steve Williams was Tiger Woods' caddy for 13 years, but after Woods' 2009 infidelity scandal, he felt abandoned by Woods and his management, and was eventually fired in 2011. From this point onwards, Williams revealed many of the disrespect shown by Woods against him during their time together, like how he was treated like a slave rather than a teammate. And to make matters more heated, Williams has openly said he lost a tremendous amount of respect for Woods. Though as of now, things seem to be settled between the two, it's still far from being the healthy relationship they once had, or will ever have in the future. Well, at least they didn't fight like these golfers I'm about to show you next. Number 3. Dave Hill versus J.C. Snead. Now here's the legendary clash of golf history. The chaos between Dave Hill and J.C. Snead at the 1991 Transamerica Senior Golf Championship on the Champions Tour at Silverado. Snead, who we can say is much less guilty, was just hitting shots across the driving range near where Hill was practicing. But Hill was probably in a bad mood, like he always had been, and felt irritated by it. So he went on to yell at Snead and told him to stop. But that didn't calm Hill down, so he went on to grab one of his clubs and charged at Snead, ready to bash his brains out. Both golfers engaged in a physical fight with punches thrown, and both rolled on the ground. But before one of them killed each other, the players and caddies around them intervened and separated them. Now, this is one of the wildest fights to occur on the fairway. Number 2. Sergio Garcia and Tiger Woods rivalry. Sergio Garcia and Tiger Woods have one of golf's most intense rivalries. It reportedly began in 1999 when a 19-year-old Garcia boldly challenged Woods. But the real dispute began at the PGA Championship when Woods won by just a single stroke. Since then, back-and-forth arguments and allegations of cheating have begun. This tension was somewhat enjoyable and pure entertainment, but who would have thought this rivalry would soon cross the line? In 2013, Garcia made a very controversial remark against Woods, which, in his terms, he jokingly invited his rival to a fried chicken dinner, a racist comment for which he had to later apologize for, as he faced intense backlash after it. But it still doesn't seem like it's going to improve his relationship with Woods, and the drama will continue forever. If you think this was crazy, wait till you see the next one. Number 1. The locker room drama. The 2005 Masters was very interesting, especially the locker room fight between Phil Mickelson and Vijay Singh. The drama started on the 12th hole, when Singh had a big issue with Mickelson's 8mm spikes, as he said his shoes were damaging the greens. So, he decided to tell the officials about it. They later investigated and determined that Mickelson's spikes are perfectly legal and don't break any rules. Now, things should have just ended there, right? But no, Vijay wasn't done yet. He escalated the situation in the locker room by discussing the drama with other players. But unfortunately for him, Mickelson overheard the conversation. Phil confronted Singh without hesitation and reportedly cursed at him while asking him to settle this matter outside. Thankfully, before the fairway could become a wrestling arena, things calmed down. However, throughout the rest of the game, both golfers tried to avoid each other as much as possible. If you enjoyed watching these golf fights, you'll love this video too. Click here